Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day today. It is a beautiful day in Utah. Hopefully it is nice wherever you are. Let's get into our email. Let's see what we've got to work on today. This first email says, "Hi, are you available for a job? I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have time anymore. Can you help? I'm hyped to finally play Rocket League. Can you do that before tomorrow? My brother has Patriot in his PC. He says they are the best. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that." You heard wrong, John. We do not put used parts in PCs unless it is requested or a build for PC Bay. John's got a budget of $2,750 to play Rocket League at recommended spec. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Next one here says, "Can you help me out with something? Something is definitely broken. Whatever's broken, you'll have to... I can't even talk. Whatever's broken, you'll have to look at to work out what's happened. Nothing happens when I try to boot it up. The vents look a bit clogged. Is that okay? Can you get it done quickly? Look forward to hearing back from you, Chris." Budget of $1,750 to diagnose and fix. There must be something seriously wrong with this PC. Let's go ahead and accept that one. This last one for today says, "Hi, I need a new PC. I need it to benchmark at least 9,740. Can you do that? I really want the CPU to overclock to 4,500 megahertz. Let's overclock the GPU to 2,110 megahertz. ASAP, please. It's urgent. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff." Well, we sure as heck won't put any used parts in there. Budget of $3,750 to get a 3D Mark score of 9,740 with an overclocked CPU and GPU. I think we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts put into the shopping cart for this build, and I will be right back. For this build, we're going to go with the MSI MEG Z390 Ace, an i7 8086K, a CryoRig R1 Ultimate Air Cooler, 2 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z 8 gig, 4,500 megahertz, 2 Zotac GTX 1070 minis, 4 terabyte hard drive, 2 terabyte M.2 drive. We're going to put an 850 watt Cooler Master power supply in there. We're going to put it all in the Corsair Carbide Air 740. We're going to add a couple of 140 millimeter Corsair fans. Okay, so let's go down to this build to play Rocket League. Let's pull up Will It Run? Where is Rocket League? There it is. They are looking for recommended specs, so we need a Ryzen 5 1600X and an RX 480. I'm pretty sure we can do better than that. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts put in the cart for this build, and I will be right back. For this Rocket League build, we're going to go with the Gigabyte X570 Gaming X, a Ryzen 7 3800X, an Arctic Freezer 33 Esports Edition air cooler, 2 sticks of Patriot Viper SteelSeries 8 gig 4400 megahertz, a Gigabyte RTX 2080 Super, a Patriot Viper 2 terabyte M.2 drive, Cooler Master 750 watt power supply. We're going to put all that in the Cooler Master Master Case H500P. Let's go ahead. Let's buy all of this now. We'll have to figure out what this needs, the fix, what it needs to repair. So let's go into our day. We'll get in our repair and our parts, and we can get to work. All right. Take a look at this thing. It's a little dusty. I've seen worse for sure. Get these cases put in the right spots. Get that one over there. Let's get this one over here. Let's get the right names with them. Let's see. Distinctive V is going to go with this overclocking build. And J. Austin with the Rocket League. Let's take a look at this one first. Get the side of this thing off. Let's get some air on this. Get the dust out of our way so we can see what the heck we're doing. That is if the dust wants to go anywhere. It's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Starting to. Come on. There we go. That might just about have it. Let's see if this thing powers on at all. No CPU found. Well, let's start with that. Let's get this CPU out of here. Let's see what this thing is. Let's see. CPUs. It's this PC. It's an i9-9940X. Let's put this used 7800X in here. I just want to see if it powers up at all. I'm not even going to put a cooler on it. Just going to see what happens. Okay. That could be almost all that's wrong with it. Let's power this thing down. Let's take this side of the case off. They got a hard drive in there. Is that dust? Is that dust on the back of the motherboard? Is it? I can't tell. It's not coming off. Maybe it's just the color of the motherboard. Okay, let's pull this CPU out. Let's go order the one that goes back in there. What was it? 9940X. Let's order one of those. The shop's already open. Go to processors. 9940X. An expensive CPU. Let's do next day or not. Oh, I didn't mean to do next day delivery. I meant to do same day delivery. You know what? We're just going to order another one. We'll have one as a backup. It's all good. Same day delivery. Buy it now. We got plenty in the bank account. Not really worried about it. We'll build something with it at some point. Let's sell off the broken one. Let's grab the new one. Let's get that thing installed. Let's get some thermal paste on there. We can get their CPU cooler reinstalled. Oh, their CPU cooler's broken. I guess I should have checked that. They got the Raging Tech Delos RBW. Let's go order one of those. Let's make sure we do same day delivery. Those I've got two in the inventory. Do I have a new one or is it a used one? Let's see. Oops. I've got a used one and a broken one, so we're going to order a new one. Let's go ahead and sell the broken one off. Did I add this? I did not. Let's get that added to the cart. Same day delivery. Buy it now. We're just going to burn through money on this repair. I'm sure there's other things wrong with it. Let's take a look here. Let's... Already got thermal paste on there. We're looking for cooling. Get the new one. Get it installed. Let's cable it up. Power this thing on. See if this fixes the problem. There we go. Very, very nice. Let's get this case put back together. We can get this thing out in the hallway and get started on the Rocket League build. Let's get this case taken apart a little bit. At least get the side panels off so we can see what we're doing. Let's grab the motherboard. Got a Gigabyte X570 Gaming X going in here. Get that all screwed down. Let's get this thing ready for CPU and RAM. We've got the Ryzen 7 3800X going in, as well as 2 sticks. What are we looking for? Memory. 2 sticks of Patriot Viper Steel 4400 megahertz. Get both of those installed. Let's get some thermal paste on that CPU. Let's see if we can't install some storage. We've got the Patriot Viper VPR100 2 terabyte M.2 drive. Hopefully this thing, there we go. They say hopefully this thing fits on this motherboard. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. Let's go ahead, let's get the CPU cooler installed. Got the Arctic Freezer 33 Esports Edition in white. Let's get that thing on here. Come around to this side of the case. Let's go ahead and grab the power supply. Got the Cooler Master V750. What? Oh, we've got to remove that. Okay. Now let's install the power supply. We can go ahead and put this PSU shroud back on. There we go. Let's see. Should we try to install the graphics card here? The vertical mount. Let's see if it'll work. Got the Gigabyte RTX 2080 Super. Oh, it fits right there really nice. Very, very nice. Let's start cabling this thing up. I want to do some plain white cables. Get everything cabled up here. Grab the USB drive, get that installed. Let's power this sucker on. Hop into the BIOS. We will turn on our XMP. We'll let this OS install. How are these colors looking? I don't mind any of that. I don't think we need to change any colors. Let's get this case put back together. We can get this thing out in the hallway and get started on the overclocking build. Take a quick look at this. Not a whole lot of lights in it, but that's okay. Looks pretty nice to me. Let's get this thing out in the hall. Let's get started on this build. We get all the things taken apart. We did get some extra fans. I think I'm going to put them down in the bottom of the case. We've got two 140 millimeter fans. Whatever case. Let's get those installed. Put a little extra air in. Go ahead, get the bottom panel put back on this thing, since it was just hovering in midair with no feet on it. Let's grab our motherboard. We'll go ahead and get that installed. It's the MSI MEG Z390 Ace motherboard. Oh, missed a screw up there. Let's get that taken care of. Let's get this thing ready for CPU and RAM. We've got the i7 8086K going in here. If I can click on it, there we go. And then we've got two sticks of G.Skill Trident Z 8 gig 4500 megahertz. There we go. Go ahead, get some thermal paste on that CPU. Let's get some storage in this thing. Got the Patriot Viper VP4100. Where do we want to install that? Let's put it here. We've also got a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Let's go ahead and install that as well. There we go. While we're on this side of the case, let's go ahead and get the power supply in. Got the Cooler Master V850 Gold. Get that installed. Get this thing ready for some graphics cards. We've got two of them going in here. But before we do that, get our CPU cooler on. Got the CryoRig R1 Ultimate. Get that big old beast installed. That thing is large. Alright, we're ready for graphics cards. Let's get them in there. Got two Zotac GeForce GTX 1070 minis. get those installed as well. What color do we want to cable this thing up? Let's do something fun. Let's see what we've got. Some multicolored something. That's kind of nice. The blue, yellow, green. Rainbow. Maybe we'll do rainbow. Yeah, let's do rainbow. Get everything cabled up here. Oh, these rainbow cables are nice. Not too bad at all. Let's go ahead. Get a USB drive in this thing. Let's power it on. Hop into the BIOS real quick. Turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. Let our OS install. Got some software to put on here. Let's get 3D Mark on here. Let's get the lighting app. And GPU tuner. See what our lights look like. I think I'm going to leave the crazy flashing lights on the bottom since we have rainbow cables. It doesn't really matter. Don't know that we need to do anything with the lighting. So let's pull up GPU tuner. Let's get this thing. They want it overclocked to 2110. Let's see if we can go to 22. Just for fun. It may crash. Don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to get 3D Mark running. If I get a blue screen or if it makes it all the way to the end, either way, I'll come back and show you. There it is. There's the blue screen. Let's power cycle this thing. Let's go back into GPU tuner. Let's lower this down a little bit because they only wanted 2110. Let's try 2150. Let's apply that. I'm gonna get 3D Mark running again. If it blue screens or if it makes it all the way to the end, either way, I will come right back. It just really doesn't want to overclock. It just really doesn't. We're going to try it again. I guess we'll hopefully be able to get it to 2110 because getting a little concerned now. All right, let's try it again. Same thing. There you have it. Finally happened. 12,081. Definitely beat the score of 9,740 they were looking for. Let's close this stuff out. Let's get this case put back together. We can get it out in the hall and collect some money. There we go. Let's take a look at it. I think it turned out pretty nice. I kind of like those rainbow cables. Okay. Let's get this thing out in the hall. Let's collect some money. All right, let's collect the Rocket League build. 5 stars. Let's collect our fix. Also 5 stars. And let's collect the one we just built. There we go. 5 stars all the way. Got more emails. Got some daily deals. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Be sure to wash your hands. And I will see you guys in the next episode.